You having a growth mindset is great, but I believe you can be even better, which is why in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about having an excellence mindset. And more specifically, I'm going to be giving you 3 components that make up the excellence mindset. Now, the difference between growth and excellence is that growth is about doing better, whereas excellence is about being better. So which one do you think is better for your life? Now, be sure to stick around for the entire episode because at the end, I'm going to be giving you a practical action step that you can use to install an excellence mindset. So let's do it. Welcome to another episode of the Dream Lifestyle Podcast. My name is Trevón Jr., and I'm excited to have you here today because you matter, your dream matters, and I believe in you. And now, if you're new to this podcast, if you're new to this platform, if you're new to Craft Your Dream, please know that the entire purpose of all of this is to help people that feel stuck find their how by achieving excellence in their process to their biggest goals. So if that is you, if you feel stuck, if you feel like you overthink, if you self-doubt, if you have limiting beliefs, fears, whatever the case may be, and you want to break through and you want to change your life, be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to engage with all things Craft Your Dream, because that is why I'm here to do this work that God has told me to do. And so with that, today's episode, we're talking about an excellence mindset. Okay. And now I'm actually going to give you a couple housekeeping things before I get into this episode. I'm going to be giving you the 3 components that make up an excellence mindset. But we have our Dreamer Symposium coming up December 17th. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be historic. It's the very first in-person experience that Craft Your Dream has ever had. I'm excited about it. I'm terrified about it and everything in between at the same time. But you don't want to miss it because we are going to help you get clear on your vision for your dream, as well as help you truly walk away knowing how you're going to make it happen, particularly with the end of the year 2022 almost being over. 2023 is coming, so you want to make sure that you're ready for it. So sign up for that. The link for the registration will be below in the description. Also, if you don't know by now, one of my main missions, and this is very personal to me, is that I want to fund 100 dreams in 2023. And I want to do that because there are so many people that have goals. There are so many people that have dreams. There are so many people that have things that they want to accomplish, but they aren't able to because of finances. And I want Craft Your Dream to truly be the bridge to that gap. And so if you want to help me with that mission, please buy your ticket to the Dreamer Symposium, buy some gear from the store, just donate, whatever it is, but help me bridge the gap for the people that have finances in the way, that have finances as an obstacle to their biggest goals, because people deserve to live their dream and they should not have money be the reason why they're not living their biggest dream that God has placed on their heart. So that's the goal. You can do that by getting your ticket and just basically, again, engaging with Craft Your Dream. All right. But again, in order for me to do all of that, in order for you to help me do all of that, we're going to need an excellence mindset. Okay. And the reason why this is so important is because, growth mindset is great. It's good. I love having a growth mindset because you always want to do things better. But at the end of the day, you really want to make sure that you're pushing your limits. Because, for example, if let's say you have 100% capacity at something and you choose to do it at 50%, a growth mindset says, well, next time I'll do it at 60%, which technically is you doing better. That's growth, right? Or even maybe the next time 70%. That's still growth, but that's not excellence. Excellence says, I'm going to do my very best. I'm going to do 100% in every single thing, in every single area of my life, and I'm going to grow from there. I'm not going to grow. I'm not going to, let's say, go from my coasting point. I'm going to really do my best with everything that I'm in, every role that I fill, and every single thing that I do in every single area. Because when you think about it, right, what would your life look like if you gave your 100% effort in every single area? From your physical health to your mental health to your financial health to your emotional health to just your knowledge health to just every single area of your life, your relationships, whatever area. But just imagine what your life would look like if you truly applied a level of excellence to it. And that's the difference. And that's why having an excellence mindset is so great, because again, you've heard me talk about be, do, have, and growth mindset speaks to the doing. And it's great to do it. That's awesome because it allows you to have, but we have to start with being. And that's where excellence comes in, because when you decide to operate in excellence in everything that you do, I'm telling you that you're going to see a change in your life. You're going to see a change in your, in just your overall feeling of your life. You're going to change the results that you see, and you're just going to change your overall quality of life by establishing this excellence mindset. Okay. And I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 components that make up an excellence mindset. These are 3 things that you can pay attention to, that you can grow into, that will allow you to truly embrace and install and download an excellence mindset. Okay. So really make sure that you pay attention, and also stick around for the entire episode, because the last thing that I'm going to share with you is very important, but I'm also going to give you a really practical action step that'll help you install this excellence mindset. Okay. And also comment below to let me know what you think. Do you really, let me know what questions you may have with that explanation of the difference between growth mindset and excellence mindset. Because if I have to do a further breakdown, I absolutely will. But the first component, the first thing that you must look at when you want to install an excellence mindset is your behaviors. All right. And also, another thing I'll add, I'm going to use a lot of the differentiation between responding and reacting. For those of you that don't know necessarily what that means, responding is when you take action from a place of logic to an unexpected situation or expected situation, whereas reacting is more of you are acting from a place of emotion when it's unexpected or expected. But you really want to, there is a differentiation between responding and reacting, and you always want to necessarily tend to be on the responding side because you want to act logically, but with everything that we're talking about. But when we're talking about behaviors, you really want to pay attention to, what do you do when things are bad? What do you do when things are good? What do you do when there's something unexpected? What do you do when you feel lonely? What do you do when you feel stuck? What do you think when you start self-doubting? You want to pay attention to the behaviors, okay? Because again, the mind is such a powerful thing, and whatever is going on in your mind will show itself in your hands. It'll show yourself in the way that you talk. It'll show itself in just what you truly believe about yourself. And so you really want to make sure that you're paying attention to your behaviors, because your behaviors are the actions that you take when you respond or when you react. All right. And there are some of you out there you may take the action of using drugs. You may take the action of drinking alcohol. You may take the action of, going out. You may take the action of, shutting yourself in and isolating yourself, whatever it is. But you really want to make sure that you are aware of your behaviors. And again, your behaviors, it's not something that you need to pay attention to only when things are bad. You do need to pay attention to your behaviors when things are good too, because you want to make sure you stay grounded and you don't fall into the confidence trap. Okay. So you just want to be aware of your behaviors. All right. Again, just what you do when you decide to respond or react. All right. It's the action. All right. Now, the second thing that you want to pay attention to, the second component of an excellence mindset, are your emotions, because your emotions are the vehicle for your response or your reaction. All right. And your emotions are really important, because emotions are correlated to your understanding. All right. And I understand that sometimes unexpected situations happen. Absolutely, they do. But when you have an understanding that unexpected just happens, as they say, you just want to make sure that your emotions are not attached to it. Because if your emotions are attached to it, you will find yourself reacting more than responding. And on top of that, you're just not going to be making sound decisions. And if you don't make sound decisions, you really do make it hard for God to bless you. You really make it hard for you to see growth in your life. You really make it hard to really see the results that you want in your life. And so you really want to make sure that you're paying attention to your emotions, because they are the vehicle to your response or your reaction. And people can tell your emotions. Okay, people really can't tell your emotions, and that may be a growth area for you, where even expressing your emotions or showing your emotions may be tough, but it is a muscle that you do need to work, because once you master your emotions, you will then be able to use them to your advantage. You'll be able to know how you need to feel going into a meeting. You'll know how you need to feel when the unexpected happens. You'll be able to basically you'll give yourself a blueprint of what to do, because you're in control of your emotions. And when you are in control of your emotions, you give yourself the best chance possible to adopt this excellence mindset, because you will basically be able to tack on a couple days, a couple hours, even minutes, whatever it may be that's helpful to you, of just doing your best. And that's what excellence is all about. And you need to make sure that you're aware of your emotions. Okay. Now, the last thing, the very last thing, the third component of an excellence mindset are your beliefs. All right. Your beliefs. Now, I talked in the last episode and I shared the step how you need to always expect success. And this ties in because your beliefs are basically the decision maker between responding or reacting. All right. As I said earlier in the episode, that sometimes things just don't go your way. Sometimes. But when you truly believe that whatever it is that you're going for is going to happen, you are not going to react. You're not going to act from a place of emotion just because you didn't get your way. You're not going to act from a place of emotion because you didn't get the part, or you didn't get the call, or whatever the case may be. The result that you were looking for did not happen. You're not going to react. You're going to respond. And that response is going to come from a place of logic. And that response is going to come from a place of belief. That response is going to come from a place of expecting something good to happen next. Because again, it says in the Bible in James that we have to take joy in all trials, because we know that is the perfectioning of our faith. And faith deals with belief. And when you truly believe in whatever it is that you have going on, when you truly believe in your goal, when you truly believe that you can do it, it does not matter what happens. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent, up, down, left, right, side to side, underneath, over top. You are going to expect and believe in your success. And that will allow you to respond to just do better. It's going to respond to for you to just work harder. And I'll even share with you guys just personally, whenever things don't go right for me, at least in a business sense, my first response is always, well, just got to work harder. That's just my response. Like it's just not even a reaction. It's just, okay, it is what it is. I just got to work harder. Is what it is. If I'm trying to set up a deal or whatever it is, work harder. Simple, right? There's no emotion in this. It's just these are simple principles. So clearly, God is setting me up for something greater, right? If one door closes, I know my God's going to open another one. But that's just the belief that I have in everything that I'm doing. It's the belief that I have in the dream and the purpose that God has given me. And whatever purpose that God has given you, you want to make sure that you have your belief system that matches it, so that way you're always responding to any type of situation that you face. Because as we've talked about all the time here, that your journey to success is not linear. It is going to be rocky. It's going to be bumpy. There's going to be some trapdoors. There's going to be everything you can imagine. There's going to be the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And the more you can train yourself to be in control of your beliefs, the more you can train yourself to be aware of your emotions, the more you can train yourself to be aware of your behaviors, you will find yourself operating in excellence more times than not. And again, it's just about being in position, because God's going to do the rest of the work. But we want to make sure that we're putting our faith to work by having an excellence mindset. Okay. And so the action step that I want to give you guys when it comes to, installing this excellence mindset, I just want you to find one area of your life that just in your heart you've been slacking. Like, you just know, I should be doing better with that, but I want you to find that one area for you, whether it be your finances, whether it be working out, whether it be, just working your career, whether it be your relationships, whatever it is, whatever your area is that you aren't really doing your best. And I want you to just take some sort of action step. And I want you to even grade yourself on your behaviors, your emotions, and your beliefs when it comes to that one area. All right, just grade yourself. You can go from 1 to 10, or you can go A, B, C, D, whatever it is. I just want you to grade yourself on it. And I want you to just intentionally work on that one area and just do it in excellence. Just give it your best for 1 week, 7 days. Just give it your best. And at the end of that 7 days, just give yourself that grade again. Between grade your behaviors, grade your emotions, and then grade your beliefs based on that one area, I should say. All right. If you do that, you're just going to be able to multiply it. Use it as a snowball effect to just other areas of your life that you know you can apply this excellence mindset to. Because I'm telling you, when you decide to do your best, when you're tired, when you decide to still give it your best when it doesn't make sense, that is when you're going to see breakthrough. All right. And that's what this is all about. Because in order for you to get clear vision, in order for you to get clear on your how to your dream, you are going to need excellence, and you're going to need to achieve excellence in your process. And you will do that by becoming aware of your behaviors, by becoming aware of your emotions, and by becoming clear on your beliefs. All right. So I hope this episode was helpful to you. Any thoughts, please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Any questions, let me know. If anything, actually, leave me a comment for just what you think of excellence. All right. I'd love to hear just what do you think excellence is? Because that's what this whole thing is about. But I really appreciate you guys for checking out this episode. Again, always remember your dream is possible as long as you're willing to work for it. Check out the Dreamer Symposium. Check out the free dream workbook in the description link below. Be sure to check out some past episodes wherever you're listening to me. If you're watching me on YouTube, shout out to you. Go check out the last episode. If you're listening to me on podcast platform, be sure to leave a review and check out the last episodes, because everything that we do here is to help anyone that feels stuck find the how by achieving excellence in their process. And you can do that because your life is full of possibility, it's full of greatness, and it's just up to you to go get it. All right. I appreciate you. I believe in you, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.